was younger, I used to look up to my older brother Craig. I lived vicariously through him. I admired his playa attitude towards dating women. I would overhear him talking to my other older brother named Kirk about his relations and which girl he was talking to next. I wanted to be just like him. I wanted to be known just like that. I wanted to have his confidence. But instead, I kept my distance. I became a silent listener, never sharing what I was really up to. I could only be more open about my feelings and emotions towards women with a select few friends. When I decided to have sex for the first time, it was about getting the admiration of my peers first, and my wants and desires came second. I used to talk to other guys about the girls I was with to brag about my accomplishments and to get their opinions of the other girls' sexual history, but I was a different person back then. When it came to my parents, I was more comfortable talking to my mom about sex because she was more practical and open-minded than my dad, who was stern and strict and who just wanted to talk about school, work, and other less interesting life stuff. My mom would always say to me, be careful who you talk to and look for decent women and use your common sense. It was about 8 p.m. on a Thursday evening when she entered my room crying. I already knew what it was. The test came out positive. She was pregnant. I felt bliss and happiness to grief and mystery. A 20-year-old expectant father with an uncertain future ahead. Just a month ago, we were on the fringe of breaking up. The baby changed all that. I knew there was going to be hardships because we have our differences, but I can't just walk away like I would in any other relationship. She will always be a part of my life. She is the mother of my child. We met through a mutual friend, and from there I really liked her because she just seemed like a genuinely nice person, just very caring. As time grew by, I think a certain phase had finally closed and true colors had begun to show on both our hands. The flaws started to turn into resentment. Normally with any given situation, I would leave, but I just felt this urge to stay with her. I waited till she was 3 months along before I told my mom. I wanted her to be sure that she was keeping the baby. She said abortion was completely out of the question, and I wanted her to be completely sure also. I couldn't force her to get it. I wanted to make sure that she was comfortable with what she chose. Her decision was 100%, and from there, I just tried to shape my mind around the fact that this was the way it's going to be. How am I going to do this? Babies cost money. I had witnessed my friends and family who had struggled to get by with a birth of a new baby. Will I become a part of that growing statistic? No. I live by this philosophy that if you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. Money comes and goes, but it won't really affect my mood. I won't feel broken if it's not there. My child is my motivation for me to go beyond mediocrity. She pushes me to go for my goals because I am a father. Sometimes my girl is moody. During her last trimester, she's been very verbal about the agony she's in. It gets kind of annoying, but I guess she can't help it. Together by title, but emotionally divorced. There were little miracles along the way that kept our bond together. There are times where I reach my limit and I wanted to snap or break, but being able to resolve an argument at the end of the day is better than built up resentment. She's carrying my baby, and my baby is healthy, so I gotta be appreciative for that. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but with my child. I want a unified family. I don't want to have a custody battle or see my daughter part-time or only during the holidays. I want to see her every day. That would make me happy. We all go through rough patches, but we have to deal with it for the greater good. Don't let worry and doubt overcome you. The more you grieve and doubt, the more doubt and grief you'll get.